welcome to the Boxing Chronicles. Today, we dive into one of the most fascinating questions in the world of sports history. Who defeated Muhammad Ali? The name Muhammad Ali isn't just a name. It's a symbol of greatness, resilience, and charisma, inside and outside the boxing ring. He was more than an athlete. He was a cultural icon, a man who changed the face of boxing forever. But even the greatest champions face moments of defeat. Before we reveal the names behind those historic losses, let's step back and understand who Ali was. Born Cassius Clay in 1942, he became an Olympic gold medalist at just 18. His confidence, his speed, his unique style, dancing around the ring while throwing lightning-fast punches made him unlike anyone the sport had ever seen. But boxing is not only about glory, it's also about challenges, setbacks, and comebacks. Ali's career was filled with epic battles. He fought legends, stood up against odds, and faced opponents who wanted nothing more than to bring him down. And yes, there were moments when the impossible happened, when Ali, the greatest, was beaten. But those defeats didn't break him. They defined him. They made him stronger and turned his story into an inspiration for generations. In this series, we will explore those fights, the men who managed to beat Muhammad Ali, and the stories behind those unforgettable matches. And in this first part, we begin with Ali's early years, his rise to stardom, and the moment the world started to believe that this man might be unbeatable. Ali entered the professional boxing world in 1960, and in just a few years he was world champion. His speed, his footwork, and his sharp tongue made headlines everywhere. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. It wasn't just a quote, it was his reality. But the higher you rise, the more challengers come for your throne. And eventually, the day came when someone shocked the world. Who was the first man to defeat Muhammad Ali? That answer is coming soon. But to understand that moment, we need to look at the build-up, the journey that led to that fight. Ali had gone undefeated for a long time. His confidence was sky high. He had beaten some of the toughest fighters of the era, and the boxing world saw him as almost invincible. But no one is truly invincible. There is always someone waiting, someone hungry for glory, someone who sees the champion not as an idol, but as a challenge. And in Ali's case, that man was waiting in the shadows, ready to make history. Ali's dominance in the boxing world seemed unstoppable. He had defeated legends like Sonny Liston, Joe Frazier, and George Foreman, proving time and again that he was the greatest. His confidence, speed, and charisma made him not just a champion but a global icon. People believed no one could dethrone him. But boxing, like life, is unpredictable. After reclaiming his heavyweight title, Ali faced new challengers, hungry to make history. Among them was a young, determined fighter named Leon Spinks. Unlike Ali's previous opponents, Spinks wasn't a famous name. He was an underdog, a fighter with only a handful of professional bouts. Nobody thought he could even trouble Ali, let alone defeat him. But Spinks had something many didn't: youth, energy, and an unshakable will to win. When the fight was announced in 1978, fans were excited, but almost everyone believed Ali would make quick work of the inexperienced challenger. What happened next shocked the entire boxing world. In front of thousands of fans and millions watching worldwide, Spinks brought a fight Ali never expected. Round after round, the young challenger kept coming forward, throwing punches with relentless energy. Ali, though still brilliant, seemed slower, a little less sharp. Age was catching up, and Spinks took full advantage. By the end of 15 grueling rounds, the judges announced a decision that stunned the globe. Muhammad Ali had lost his heavyweight title to Leon Spinks. The greatest was defeated, and history was made that night. But the fight wasn't one-sided anymore. Joe Frazier had found his rhythm. His left hook, sharp and punishing, started landing cleanly. In the middle rounds, Muhammad Ali, once so untouchable, was taking hits he wasn't used to. The energy in the arena shifted. Could the great Ali actually fall tonight? Fans leaned forward, eyes wide, as the two men exchanged blow after blow. Every punch felt like history in motion. By the 11th round, the exhaustion showed on both fighters. Sweat dripped, gloves were heavy, and yet neither man would quit. This was more than boxing. It was pride, it was respect, it was destiny. But then something happened that changed everything. In the 15th and final round, the crowd roared louder than ever. Both fighters had given everything, but it all came down to these last moments. And then it happened. Joe Frazier launched a thunderous left hook that connected clean on Ali's jaw. The force sent Ali staggering back. For the first time in his professional career, Muhammad Ali was knocked down. The arena erupted. Ali, proud and unbreakable, got back up, but the damage was done. When the final bell rang, the judge's decision was clear. Joe Frazier had defeated Muhammad Ali. The world was in shock. The man who called himself the greatest had finally been beaten. But this wasn't the end of Ali's story. It was the beginning of an epic rivalry that would define boxing forever. This was the Boxing Chronicles. If you enjoyed this story, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more legendary boxing moments.